Hello y'all, we are back again for another video. So as you can see, the angle of this video is a little bit different than the other angles. My friend told me that maybe I should back the camera up a little bit because I might have the camera she was like, I feel like you're like right here in the camera. So I was like, let me back it up a taste. So this is a new angle for me, which I think I'm liking. The lighting in here is just so bad, y'all. Like, oh my God. The lighting in this room it's just bad. It's just bad all around. So it is what it is. But I did try to jazz the background a little bit. Don't mind the thousands of pillows that I have in my bed. At least the bed is made, okay? But I feel like filming my room is just a better thing for me just because it's quieter in here. And I don't live alone, so this is the best we're gonna get today. All right, so judging by the title of this video, you will know that this video I'll be talking about the ups, the downs, the pros, the cons, just life as a tall girl slash woman. All right, so let's get started. All right, so as I've said on the channel before, and I think I also have in my description, not description box, but in my like bio for my channel, I am a 6'6" woman, and so I have been this height for, I think I've been this height for at least probably since I was like 19, 20, something like that, somewhere in that range. So I've been this height for quite a while. So I know how it is to be this height because like I said, I've been in for quite a bit. So it's nothing new to me. And I have really enjoyed being this height. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't come along with its struggles at times. I think the main, or I guess some of the biggest struggles of being this height is finding clothes, especially pants and dresses that are long enough. Because sometimes I'll see an outfit like on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. Like I'll see an outfit on Pinterest that I really like, and I think to myself, I feel like it's easier for a more average height woman to recreate that kind of outfit than it would be for me. Like I have to really search, especially with the pant or the bottom part. If it's an outfit that has like a long pants or long bottoms or a skirt or whatever, I have to kind of search and really find that. So that's one of the struggles. Also, I feel like dating is another struggle. Not really a struggle, but it's something that I can't really say if it's a struggle or not though. I can't necessarily say it's a struggle today. I think it's a struggle if you're trying to find a certain, or you have a preference. Like I have a preference of height. I feel like I want you to be 6'4" and up. If you're not 6'4" and up, then I really don't want to be bothered, but I just feel like that's just me. But I feel like everyone has their preference. But I do feel like, I feel like tall women, we're not allowed to have a preference. Like, I feel like some people trying to make it seem like, oh, well, girl, you already, this tall. You need to get what you can get. And it's just like, do you tell an average woman that? But I'm supposed to be told that? Like, I saw this video on TikTok. And I think Angel Reese, she has a podcast. And she was talking about her type. And she was saying that she wants a guy that's like 6'7" in the NBA. Which is, I mean, obviously that's understandable. She's 3 herself. So that's obviously understandable for her to want to get a guy that's 6'7" and in the NBA. And so this one guy, he made this video, he was like, Angel Reese, girl, you're gonna be single for the rest of your life, sweetheart. Telling some, your standards are unrealistic. How is it unrealistic for her to want a 6'7" NBA player? If anybody can get an NBA player, it's her. She's right next door to the NBA. She plays in the WNBA. Like, you sound crazy. He was telling her, like, yeah, you need to get somebody from Walmart. And I was just like, it's just always something. Like, us as tall women, it's like we're not allowed to have a preference, or we're not allowed to say what our type is. Because when we do, people be like, oh, that's not realistic, girl. You got to get what you can get. You got to get. And it's like, no, I should be able to date or be able to want what I want. I shouldn't have to lower my standards, or not lower my standards, but I shouldn't have to just get whatever. I should be able to have a preference just like everybody else has a preference. Why should I not have a preference? So that's a struggle for sure. All right, so I've been trying to finish record this video, but every time I try to record, it keeps saying iPhone storage is full. ignore all background noise that you hear right now. Obviously, I'm irritated with the noise. I do not live alone. And I have other people that I live with right now. You can probably hear the getting vacuum cleaner in the background. Ignore that, as I am trying to make a video. Anyways, so I'm trying to finish this video. But what I left off on last video was some of the daily struggles that I have to deal with. And not really struggles, just things that I go through on a daily basis, is people asking the infamous questions of how tall are you, and do you or did you play a sport? And that is just something that I'm used to at this point. I feel like I need a mic. I think I said this before, probably in the same video I said it, but I need like a little mic, whether it's when I talk into, whether it's when I put on my shirt, because I feel like it'll help also cancel out some of the noise that is in the back. But we're working on it, child. This is still a new channel. We're gonna figure this out together. This video is probably gonna be shorter than I would like for it to be, just because of my storage situation. But I am gonna go ahead and eventually have to just upgrade to the I think it's like $29.99 a month on Apple. It's supposed to be good for content creators, so we shall see. But anywho, but those are some struggles that I go through every day. I always think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, I don't mean to offend you, but like, how tall are you?" or "Ask how tall you are." I don't find it offensive. I think maybe some people do find it offensive. I don't. It's a normal everyday thing for me. I'm just so used to it at this point. And I feel like, it's just something that I deal with on a, pretty much a daily basis. And I go, it is a success for me to go to a public place and don't get stopped and asked, how tall are you? Or do you play a sport? Blah, blah. That is a successful trip to wherever, whether it's the grocery store, the mall, anywhere, literally. Like, if I can just go to a place in public and not be asked those questions, the trip has been a success for me. But I don't mind it. I'm used to it. It's something that I've dealt with since I was probably in middle school. So, here I am, 27 now. So, of course, I've been dealing with it for quite a while, but it's nothing that annoys me too much. I think some people say, is it annoying? I'm like, I don't know if it's just like annoying. I think I'm just so used to it that it doesn't really faze me. I always find it funny when people that I'm out with, like when me and my friends are going somewhere, especially if it's like their first time hanging with me in public, they're always like, I feel like they get more offended than I do. I don't really get that offended when people ask me questions like that. It's a normal thing. But it is something that I've grown to, I guess, not necessarily love, but just used to it. It's not anything that I think I love my height, and I don't mind the attention. It is sometimes a bit annoying, I guess, a little bit, especially when people take their phones out and take pictures and stuff like that, or take videos without my knowing. That is a little bit weird to me, because we're all different. I've never in my life saw someone that was so different from me that I felt the need to take my phone out and start recording or take pictures. That's really weird to me, but whatever, people do all the time. But other than that, I'm just so used to dealing with, being tall and not having to, I've never really fit into the world. So the world, I feel like, certain things just aren't meant for our overly tall people. Things are made more so for average people, which is cool. But obviously we're not all average height and sizes, which is okay. And that's fine. But yeah, the world is not necessarily meant for tall people, but we make it work. It's okay. We fit in. Well, we don't really fit in, but we make it work some kind of way. Alright, and so one of the last things I want to talk about, or make a point in this particular video, is about clothing and how hard that is to find clothing as someone that is my height. The main thing that's really hard for me to find is like pants and like long skirts and long dresses that, of course, I can find skirts and dresses that are long, but they don't hit, like, if I see, like, okay, I love Pinterest. So if I see a picture or outfit inspo on Pinterest and I want to wear that same fit, I want that dress or that skirt to hit me the way it's hitting her. Now, obviously, most of the Pinterest, they're not going to be my height, but I want it to look how the picture looks. So a lot of the times, that's usually the hardest thing for me, is trying to find stuff that is long enough for me as it is on another person. So, finding clothes is not the easiest thing to do. Thankfully, I have found a website. Well, actually, I found a few websites. One of them I've tried. It's called Long Tall Sally. They are based in the UK, I believe. And then I have about 3 or 4 other sites that I have yet to order from, that I'm excited to order from. But I'm glad more and more people are making clothing for tall people, especially tall women. Because I feel like men probably have an easier way of finding clothes versus women. But now we're starting to get, I feel like, a little bit easier for us to find clothes. But that is always like a thing for me. Like, there are so many cute outfits I want to wear, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, well, I gotta recreate this outfit, but of course I gotta do it my way, because obviously mine is gonna look like hers, because I'm probably like a foot or so taller than this girl. But we're getting there. Also, I want to do like some tall girl hauls on this channel and on my TikTok. I think I also want to do like a little tall girl series on this channel, where we just have different videos where I just focus on one topic for that particular tall girl talk. How I'm gonna do it, I don't know, but I'll figure that out. That's why I have a little handy dandy notebook. I literally write in here like what I want for each video, like what I want to talk about, because if not, I just be rambling probably. And yeah, so writing stuff down really helps. So I feel like I do like a tall girl series, or what I call them, I might call them tall girl talks or something like that. I don't know. Or talks with, I don't know. Talks with a tall girl. I don't know. We'll figure the name out eventually. But like I said, I also want to do, I want to do my TikTok, and I want to do it also here on my YouTube channel, where we just have talks as tall women and tall girls and talk about the daily struggles. But of course, my channel's gonna have other things on there too, but that's one series, I guess you could say, that I really want to have on here. But yeah, this video, I feel like just diving a little bit into the life of a 6'6" girl. I don't know why I just sung that, but yeah, you know, I still have a ways to go with this channel. Of course, I still have to figure out different angles, different lighting. Right now, like I told you guys, one of my friends told me I need to probably push it back a little bit with the camera, because I'm like right up on the camera, and I want to be right up on the camera. So that's why I decided to do a different angle. I actually do like this angle, so I think I'm going to keep this angle. As far as lighting goes, I don't really know what I'm going to do with that one right now. I have the tripod, which has a ring light on it right now. And then obviously it's daylight, which, you know, makes lighting better. I feel like doing this lighting will probably help, because trying to do the nighttime videos with lighting in my room is just not going to cut it. And I only film in my room because I literally have nowhere else to film. Like, literally nowhere else to film that's quiet or on the quiet side. So this is the quietest room that I have. And like I said, there's still background noises. I have my TV playing, which is just like an ambiance, the fall ambiance video. And then I have other people that live here. So it's gonna be noise, unfortunately. So hopefully we can, like I said, I need to buy like a little mic or something that can cancel out a lot of the other noises. So that way I know that you all can hear me really well. Well, hopefully this video is not all over the place, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, I will be trying to start a new series where we talk about tall girl things. And like I said, my next video, I'll have to figure that out. I'll probably jot some stuff down in this notebook and figure out what we're gonna do and what I'm gonna say. But that will be the end of this video. So always, if you would like, you can always comment and subscribe.